You look, another aspect that really troubles me, because I think it damages our national standing and makes us a pushover in the future, is that he hasn't stood up to China on key issues. Now, I'm not being idiotic about this. Of course, you don't go there spoiling for a fight. As you know, I used to work for the Foreign Minister. But you've got to actually go public with your complaints. And at no stage has Anthony Albanese, on this visit, publicly admonished the trade sanctions that China unfairly directed at us. They're finished now, but for years they punished us economically unfairly. And also the numerous instances of military intimidation. Now, he needs to, in a firm way, acknowledge that this is not on. Instead, he's pretended all that away, which surely just gives China the message that we will come to heel whenever they put the pressure on us. Would you have gone stronger?
Well, yes, I would, and in particular in relation to the way in which the circumnavigation of Australia by Chinese Communist Navy ships occurred, but in particular in relation to the live-fire exercises into civilian airspace. Now, Mr Albanese stands up and says, I raised these issues, but hey, hold on. The response was that they were largely dismissed, and in fact the exact response was that the Chinese government will undertake exercises in international waters whenever they please, whenever they choose, and with no notice. That is not an adequate response. But Chris, I think Mr Albanese should have also raised and be very, very clear about the fact that Australia supports the United States' presence in the Indo-Pacific and the contribution that the United States makes to security in the region. I think Mr Albanese should have been very, very clear about a decision has been made to return the Port of Darwin to Australian control. The problem with Mr Albanese is he says, well, I've made the decision. The confusion that Mr Albanese is now causing is in the fact that he refuses to outline the framework, the time frame and the process. So I think Mr Albanese should have been a lot clearer in relation to those issues. But Chris, the trip's over. 6 days is now over. I want Mr Albanese to immediately now turn his attention to the Australia-US alliance. I mean, as Greg Sheridan has said, in Greg Sheridan's words, and Greg Sheridan is a respected foreign affairs correspondent. I mean, is Mr Albanese deliberately, for reasons only known to himself, seeking to deliberately diminish or undermine the US-Australia relationship? In times of global uncertainty, growing conflict, a growing list of issues between Australia and the United States, Mr Albanese now needs to give... It absolutely is. And he needs to give the US-Australia alliance the attention it deserves.